You know that feeling when you're standing in the kitchen, staring at a stubborn jar of pickles, and you think, why is this so hard? Your hands ache, your grip slips, and suddenly something as simple as lunch feels like a battle. Or maybe you've spotted your favorite mug on a high shelf, just out of reach, and you're torn between risking a wobbly chair or giving up and settling for a lesser cup. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. Asking for help doesn't have to be your only option. In fact, with a few clever tools, you can tackle these everyday challenges yourself. No wrestling matches, no risky climbs, and no sacrificing your independence. In this video, we're going to explore 3 game-changing gadgets that'll turn "I can't" into "I did." Let's start with the first one, the unsung hero of the kitchen. Tool number 1, the jar opener that actually works. We've all tried the old tricks, tapping the lid with a spoon, running it under hot water, wrapping a dish towel around it for grip. Sometimes they work, and sometimes you're left glaring at a jar that's laughing at you. Enter the ergonomic jar opener. This isn't your grandma's rubber grip, though those can help in a pinch. Modern jar openers are designed to do the heavy lifting for you. Take the one my neighbor Barbara swears by. It's a simple plastic device with teeth that grip the lid and a long handle that acts like a lever. You clamp it onto the jar, push down, and pop. It's open. No wrist strain, no red face, just sweet victory. Barbara calls hers the Liberator. I keep it in the drawer next to the silverware, she says. Now when my grandkids visit, they ask me to open their applesauce. Look for openers with non-slip silicone grips or adjustable sizes to fit everything from tiny spice jars to giant pasta sauce containers. And if you're worried about storage, many models are slim enough to tuck beside the coffee filters or hang on a hook inside a cabinet. Tool number 2, the reacher grabber that feels like an extra arm. Ever dropped your TV remote behind the couch and thought, well, it's gone forever? Or stood in the grocery aisle, eyeing that cereal box on the top shelf like it's Mount Everest? A reacher grabber might just become your new best friend. These lightweight telescoping tools let you snag items up high or down low without bending, stretching, or teetering on your toes. My Uncle Jim, who's had 2 knee replacements, uses his to grab socks from the dryer, pick up litter in the yard, and even pluck avocados from his tree. It's like I've got a robot arm, he jokes. I half expect it to start waving at the neighbors. When shopping, opt for a grabber with a comfortable trigger handle. Arthritis-friendly grips are a plus, and a rotating head. That way, you can adjust the angle to nab a can of soup or straighten a picture frame on the wall. Keep one in the car, too. You'll never have to crawl into the back seat to rescue a rogue grocery bag again. By now, you're probably thinking, why didn't I try these sooner? And I get it. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the easiest to overlook. But we're not done yet. Next time, we'll tackle the final tool in your independence arsenal, a step stool that's safer, smarter, and sturdier than that rickety old chair in the garage. Until then, why not try opening a jar or reaching for something high your way? Then see how these tools could make it even easier? You've got nothing to lose, except maybe that nagging feeling that you need to wait for help. Let's talk about that step stool hiding in your garage, the one that's been collecting dust and maybe a few cobwebs. You know the one. Wobbly, rusty, and about as trustworthy as a politician's promise. But what if I told you there's a safer, smarter way to reach those high shelves without risking a trip to the ER? Meet tool number 3, the step stool that's actually on your side. This isn't your average stool. Modern designs prioritize stability and safety, with features like wide, non-slip steps, built-in handrails, and even platforms that lock into place. My sister-in-law, Carol, who's sworn off ladders since a close call with a Christmas ornament, found one with a magnetic tray on top. "I can carry my coffee up with me," she says. "It's like having a butler who's also a gymnast." Look for stools with a weight capacity that suits your needs. Most hold 250 to 300 pounds, and foldable designs for easy storage. Some even double as small seats for gardening or organizing cabinets. Talk about multitasking. But here's the real magic. Combining these tools turns everyday tasks into a seamless routine. Imagine using your reacher grabber to snag a vase from the top shelf, then stepping safely onto your stool to dust it, or popping open a new jar of marinara with your ergonomic opener, while your grabber retrieves the spaghetti from the back of the pantry. It's not just about doing things yourself, it's about doing them smarter. Now, let's talk habit stacking. Keep your jar opener in the same drawer as your utensils, so it's always within reach. Hang your grabber on a hook near the laundry room or closet. You'll use it more often if it's visible. And tuck that step stool in a corner you frequent, like the kitchen or bathroom. The goal is to make these tools feel like natural extensions of your home, not medical equipment. My neighbor Ted even decorated his grabber with racing stripes. "Makes me feel like I'm in the Indy 500 of laundry," he chuckles. And here's a pro tip. Practice using them before you're frustrated. Test your jar opener on an empty container, or rescue a pillow from the floor with your grabber while watching TV. Muscle memory is your friend. The more comfortable you are with these tools, the less you'll hesitate when a real challenge pops up. By now, you've got 3 trusty allies in your corner. Tools that don't judge, rush, or make you feel like a burden. But the biggest tool of all? Your courage to try something new. So, the next time you spot that jar of honey or a book on the top shelf, take a breath and think, "I've got this." Because you do. Let's talk about what happens after you've got these tools in your life. Because here's the truth. Independence isn't just about having the right gadgets. It's about the confidence to use them, day in and day out. Think of it like planting a garden. You've got the seeds, your tools, the soil, your home, and now it's time to nurture them so they grow into something that lasts. Take Barbara, my neighbor with the jar opener. At first, she kept reaching for her old rubber grip out of habit. But one morning, she decided to leave the rubber grip in a drawer and force herself to use the new opener. By day 3, she said, it felt like second nature. Now I can't imagine not having it. That's the power of persistence. Tools only work if we let them. So, how do you make these changes stick? Start with maintenance. Wipe down your jar opener after use to keep the grip strong. Check the screws on your step stool monthly to ensure it's sturdy. And if your reacher grabber starts to squeak, a drop of lubricant on the hinge can keep it gliding smoothly. These tiny acts of care keep your tools and your independence in top shape. But let's be real. Some days, even with the best tools, frustration might creep in. Maybe the pickle jar's lid is welded shut, or the cereal box is just out of your grabber's reach. On those days, remember this. Asking for help isn't failure. It's wisdom. These tools aren't about never needing another soul. They're about giving yourself the power to choose when and how you ask. That's real freedom. Now, let's zoom out. You've got a jar opener that laughs at stubborn lids, a grabber that turns you into a reach champion, and a step stool that's steadier than a loyal old dog. Together, they're not just solving problems. They're rewriting the story of what's possible. My Uncle Jim put it best. I used to dread simple tasks. Now I feel like a superhero with a utility belt. But don't just take my word for it. I want to hear your story. Did you finally open that honey jar you'd been avoiding? Or maybe you rescued your cat's toy from under the couch without bending. Share your wins in the comments, big or small. Your experience might be the nudge someone else needs to take that first step. If this video helped you, pay it forward. Send it to a friend who's been struggling with jars or shelves. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. We've got plenty more life-changing tips coming your way, from garden hacks to tech tricks that won't make your head spin. Here's to opening jars, reaching new heights, and living life on your terms. Because age isn't a limit, it's a badge of experience. And with the right tools, you've got decades of victories ahead. Thanks for letting me be part of your journey. Now go show that stubborn jar who's boss.